peeps? Decided to go out on a little ride this morning. Me and my son, he's on his R3. I'm on the KLR650, of course. I wanted to, hadn't been too rainy in the last 2 weeks or so. Wanted to come back out to the Brazos River spot and check it out. See if that trail is dried up enough for me to put down it. If I even want to when we get out there, we'll see. Then we'll go out and have some lunch, probably at Roper's, that little restaurant gas station right there. Also, I had a couple guys comment on, I think it was the Shinko 244 video, and one of them might have commented on the 700 video that their tires got better after a couple hundred miles. So I want to put some more miles on these tires before I completely wrote them off. Oh, Trey. Right. Forgot. I'm supposed to be leading the way here. He got in front of me. This bike's actually might be faster than this bike. The little Yamaha R3. Maybe we get out in a nice little secluded country road. Maybe we'll do a quick little race. Anyways, probably go out to lunch and like I said, check out that little Brazos trail, see what's up. Don't have much time on my SD card, so I mean it was a little over 2 hours, but I'm just gonna record every now and again. A lot of times I'll record a lot and then I'll just go through and cut out and edit stuff. I think I'm just gonna kind of record for 5 minutes here or there and shut her down, save it for, you know, the entire ride. Oh yeah, I was saying a couple guys, I think one YouTuber name was Shane Pitzer, don't quote me on that, and the other one I think was Push Drive, but they were talking about their tires wobbled a little bit at first, and then that tended to go away after a couple hundred miles. So I'm hoping kind of that's the case. I'm wanting to like the tires, and I don't want to put something less aggressive on if I don't necessarily have to. Not have to, but you know what I mean. If I could get these to ride pretty much great, or at least 95% of the stock tires, I'll just keep these on, because they will help when you get into an off-road sketchy situation. Alright, we're getting close. So far so good with these tires this time out, which at this point last time it was as well, but just saying, I even kicked it up to 75 I think once. I haven't felt anything. It's another discussion, probably for another time. I'll touch on it though. Some people seem to have issues with the KLR possibly not being super stable. I don't feel any of that. Even when semis pass me, I'm doing 60, 65. Bike is perfectly stable and composed. Even with these tires that have given me little wobble issues, most of the time are extremely composed. I don't have any stability issues unless it gets to wobbling, so it sucks when people have those issues. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just giving my experience. But we're getting close. We got one more turn. We're in Simonton now. So I'm gonna give these tires a fair shake. See if they needed to get a little wear in on them before they handled 100% like they're going to. I'm not sure how many miles I've gone on them. I'll have to go back and look at the last video and see kind of where I started. I'd say I might not have gone as far as maybe I thought I did on them. I would think possibly 100 miles now on them, and it could be less than that. So I don't get out and ride my bike every day as much as a lot of people do. Try to get out when I can, and I got a lot of other stuff going on half the time that I got to take care of. I can't just get out and go on a ride. Well, I can, I just don't. Part of it's laziness, and part of it's have some other stuff I should be doing. But I do need to get out and ride a little more than I do. Alright guys, remember this spot? I dropped the pig in the mud. All the mud's pretty much gone. Out here a little bit, but truthfully I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way. That hill, man, it still looks pretty steep. I don't know if I'm there quite yet on a big adventure bike. Sure I could do it, but I'm second guessing it. Sometimes it's best just to not do it. Alright guys, well here it is. No turning back now. Okay. Think it'd be fine. Roll back to the end. Audio is probably not good because I have my shield open. Go back to the end, turn around, come back. It might be best to shut your shield. Oop. Went to shut my shield. I couldn't give it any gas coming up the tiny hill. Just to stop your eyes from being poked by sticks. Uh-oh. Like right there. Okay. This is the end. When he goes over the hill here, back to the river, there's a little spot. Alright, now the hard part. Going back up that hill. I could either go in the little rut or take it to the right. I think I'm going to go to the right. And hopefully that's fine. Let me double check. We're recording. Turn it back on. Yeah, we're recording. Alright. Whew. The middle will be fine, especially on a taller bike, but this is the S version. It's a little lower. I don't want to get up there and bottom out at the lip of the hill. Lip or crest or whatever. Okay. Ah, easy peasy. There's another rider. I heard somebody on their bike. I don't know where that goes, so I'm not following them. Uh-oh. Which way? This way. Alright, well, ripped the band-aid off. Easy peasy. Definitely came up that hill, no problems. I wish I could show you so exactly the grade or the incline. It's, you know, we're all used to seeing these things. It's probably about like a regular concrete incline up at a bridge or something. Probably about that same incline, if not very close to it. So, sweet. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. My first time to do something like that on this bike. And when I came back and looked at it, I'm like, dude, this bike looks big. On a real dirt bike. He didn't even go back to where I just came from. He went down that little trail and turned around. He didn't go the big hills like I did. That'd be the funner way to go on that bike. I'm glad I did it. So now I know. I didn't have to charge up it too crazy fast. I kind of felt that going up some of the medium-sized ones. Then when I hit that one, you know, sometimes you gotta hit hills, especially for a slick, with a little bit of speed. I didn't have to do that. Just easily cruised right to it and cruised up it. No problems, no slipping of any kind. Alright, I'm good with that. We're going to roll down to the store. I'll be out here again on another ride. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Remember, one more time in the mud. I don't want one more time on the ground on a hill. So, leave it at that. And we're going to go get some lunch. So I was just telling my son, walking up that hill, I didn't get it on video. even walking up it, it's like, okay, this is kind of a steep hill. Actually being on the motorcycle, it made it feel like less of an incline, less of a hill, in an odd way. You would think it'd be you think it'd be the opposite. Like walking up it felt like nothing, but getting on your big bike and riding up it, it felt more of a hill than what it was, and it was kind of the opposite. So good deal. Now if it was 3 times as tall and you were on that incline for 3 to 5 times longer, could be a different story. It's a cool little gas station down here. I'm gonna go try it out again, so I won't speak until we're done with lunch. Well, I am gonna speak, but if y'all are ever out here, I know it used to be a good spot to get some lunch. It's Roper's. It's a little gas station out here, but it's also a little restaurant inside. They have like little barbecue sandwiches and stuff. Sandwiches. Oh, I said gas station, but there's no gas pumps. Look like a gas station, so I guess it's just a little store. Had the old little country store and cafe, had the old little gas pump, self-serve. Probably hadn't been up and running in a long time. And that garden center I went to is right there, pretty much across the road. All right. Alright guys, we just got done eating. Pretty good food up here. We just got cheeseburgers, of course. They got all sorts of stuff. Pretty nice little country restaurant, little cafe. If you're out here, come check out Roper's. It's been here for quite a while. All right, we're getting back on the road. Headed back towards the house. Like I say, my son's got a date tonight. He's taking his girlfriend to the movies. All right, we'll wait to pull out. And then since we're on a back road, as long as no one's coming, we'll stop real quick and we'll take off real quick. So we're out here. Now we're going that way. Oh yeah, let me get my phone out. It's right here in the middle of nowhere. Even though there is a little traffic on this road, but we'll just do a little short race, just not very far. Alright, now we're going to race again. I told him he's got to lead because he's got my phone with the maps. This is his first time to ride the KLR. Whoa, buddy. Calm down, don't fall under me. They got a curb going up to their he rode my Versys, so he should be able to handle this. Versys is a little bit heavier. Don't stare at the maps too much. Just every now and again glance down, and you'll see that line, the blue line. Kind of guesstimate where it's going to be. You're just not used to it. It's not wobbly at all. I didn't know if you were doing that on purpose or what. Let me know if you don't feel comfortable on it. We'll switch back. Just not used to that style bike. Especially when you're young, a kid, and you get on a bigger bike. It's quite a bit different. He doesn't have the riding experience as a he says he keeps trying to bring his feet back there like a sport bike, and then the peg's not there. Now we definitely have a baby on board. Just kidding. See if you can't get used to it after a few good miles. So I'm seriously now thinking about putting a little exhaust on that bike. I really like the black exhaust. So I kind of hate to go with that, I can't even think of the brand right now, but the one that everyone likes to put on the KLR is the nice one that doesn't need any repacking. And all they have is like a silver color. That's one of the reasons why I really didn't want to get it. I almost went with the another brand, but the more I looked into that repacking stuff, I know it doesn't technically matter. You go 10,000 miles and still never have repacked it, but I don't want to have that in the back of my head. Some things recommend anywhere from 15 to 50 hours of riding, easy riding, maybe 100 hours. That's silly. So if I don't got to think about it or worry about it, and apparently it could rob power if it got too dirty from the bike, or the exhaust turned a little louder, which isn't the end of the world if it's not fresh packed. But I think I decided against that one, even though it was a black one, a nice one. And even though it was a little cheaper, it was like, I think $275, almost $200 cheaper, or $200 cheaper, maybe a little more, $210. But then I was going to buy a $30 baffle with the spark arrestor in it. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. So, you know, up the price a little bit. The other one already comes with all that. Alright, we had to pull over in this school so we could, well, asked him if he wanted to switch bikes back. He said, yeah, we can. But he got a pretty good test ride on it because we had to go, we got on the little 99 freeway a couple times. Wait, I think it's telling us we could go right. So he rode on the feeder and the freeway, got on and off a few good times in traffic. That teaches them though that when you're looking at, well, yeah, you don't come zipping up next to the guy leading because he might make a turn. But he got a good little test ride on it. Dang, this thing is easy to do this on. It was like doing that by itself. We'll ask him what he thought about it a little later. His bike's not bad to ride. I don't mind it. It's quite peppy. You saw the little short drag race we did. That goes to show how pretty decent those little 300cc starter bikes are. They're not little toys. They could get it. Alright, we went a real crazy way back towards the house. I don't know how, somehow, apparently my phone was taking us that way when he was riding the bike, but we missed a left or right turn and we went down the old freeway and populated area instead of staying off on the nice back roads. All right, peeps. We're back from the ride. Want to go ahead and chill out on the couch and film the ending of this in AC area. We've been outside for hours, rolling around in traffic, sitting at red lights. Coming back home was a little ridiculous. I don't know what way he decided to take us.
I took us the way the GPS was taking us.
Somehow we came back freeway and traffic-y and red light. I don't know what that was. Pretty sure we even went off in the wrong direction and had to turn back around and go the other way to get back home. Started raining on us. All in all, it was a good little ride. He's trying to go out with his girlfriend in the movie, so we gotta go ahead and shoot this real quick. I wanted to go ahead and do the ending. But so what do you think about the KLR?
It was pretty good. It was like kind of weird at first. Like after getting on my bike, it felt like wobbly and like, cause I feel like my bike it just like only wants to go straight and like it doesn't really have any like wobbles. And then when I got on your bike, it definitely like felt like a dirt bike.
Yeah, I saw him whenever we first started taking off. I think I had the camera going, but you'll see he was like doing this almost, swerving a little. I thought he was doing that on purpose, playing around already.
Yeah, I know. It literally just like, I don't know, I had to like get the right balance.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. But then after I rode it for a little bit, I wasn't enjoying that anymore.
It's funny that he says that because actually when I got back on my bike from his bike, I kind of felt that too. I wasn't like swerving as much as he was, but I had just a little bit of swerve going. I was thinking, what the heck? And then it kind of straightens out and it's fine. But so I understand what he's saying. Other than that, was it kind of what you expected? What was it?
Yeah, it was pretty much what I expected. It was like just like a dirt bike, just bigger and beefier.
Did it seem big or seem pretty big? Would you have been intimidated to take that off road?
No, not really. Cause like.
What about on the off-road trail that I rode down?
Maybe just up the hill. But other than that, I feel like it would just feel like a dirt bike, just bigger.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day I'll let you ride it off road and you can experience that. What about the power?
It felt pretty powerful. It was kind of hard to like tell when I should shift, because I think I tried to do it like one time and it didn't shift. So I was like, oh, I guess I need to be in a higher RPM.
Or maybe it did shift and you didn't feel it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but The power was pretty good. Like, I feel like I didn't have to like crank it all the way back to get up to speed. I just had to like barely do it and it would already just go.
When you were in the lower RPMs?
Yeah.
And I know your bike, like I was telling him, his bike, he wants to, almost has no speed when you're doing like 2,000, 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
Until you get over 7 grand, you're not really moving. KLR is kind of the opposite effect.
Yeah.
In the bottoms where it kind of wants to grunt and go. And then once you get up there, it's just kind of,
Yeah.
his bike, when you get up there, it actually starts moving and you're looking at the thing just screaming at 12,000 RPMs.
And also when you downshift on your bike, it's not as like the engine doesn't like stop as much as mine tries to stop my bike.
That's funny because people, internet people, sorry to call people that, but when you see other people talking about it, that's one huge thing another thing that everyone parrots what other people said, that people complain that has too much engine braking.
No, I barely even felt it.
I know. And they talk about how it's like jerky on and off the throttle. I don't think it's jerky at all.
No. Maybe when you first start off, like it's like a little.
No, they mean when you're going and you let off the throttle and give it gas again.
No, not really.
But they do they unhook something on like the clutch, some sensor, and apparently it takes that away. Maybe it affects people more off road. I don't know. But like you said, I don't know. I kind of like bikes that do that. But you randomly just mentioned something that people complain about off the top of your head, that it wasn't as bad as your bike.
Yeah, I like how my bike like stops it more. Because I can like engine brake better than on your bike.
Good to know. Well, that was his first time riding it. I just want to get his experience. What about vibrations?
The only like super hard vibration that I was like feeling was like on this side, where I feel like you could kind of like like it kind of like goes up and down.
Talking about the throttle?
Yeah.
What do you mean, it like goes like this?
Yeah, but it was only doing it at like one point where I could really feel it, and then like other than that, it was fine.
You didn't feel it in your feet or anywhere else in the motorcycle?
No, not really. And it didn't really make my hands go numb or anything.
So it felt pretty like normal, like riding a motorcycle?
Yeah, I feel like I was riding on a cloud.
So it was pretty smooth? So that's another people complain about how vibrating it is. I think it's like a vibrating type motorcycle with hard vibrations.
Nah, I didn't feel like super hard vibrations.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know, Not saying it's not true to them. Maybe they're feeling something different. Maybe all bikes are different, but on that one I don't notice it at all, especially riding my old Cruiser. That thing vibrated way more. So, yeah, you didn't feel what I'm talking about on your bike? How when you're kind of doing a slow turn, how the turning feels weird? Almost like the bars want to do like a bicycle turn instead of like a motorcycle lean and smooth go. It's almost like it feels different. I mean, it doesn't feel like that on my bike. Or any other bike.
No, I don't really feel that. Like, cause I don't know. I just keep them straight. I don't turn them.
Well, when you're at a complete stop and you're about to make a turn, you gotta turn them a little bit. You don't just keep them straight and lean on a 90-degree right-hand turn.
Well, yeah. No.
Turn them a little bit. That's what I'm saying. When you turn them that little bit, it just feels weird. Almost like they want to turn more or something. You didn't feel that?
I don't really feel that. Maybe I'm just like used to it.
So what about when I whooped you in the race?
I think I won that race.
Somehow he thought we were racing that one time or so. I don't know what he was thinking. I was just trying to tell him something. And then I let him take off from me. I felt like down when we first started, he was struggling to keep next to me. Both bikes were kind of neck and neck. And then once the higher RPM started getting achieved, he just took off from me.
Yeah, I was just playing with him in the beginning.
Which I kind of expected. His bike was going to be a little faster. Just getting out there, I could tell that I wasn't going to be leaving him. It's funny how those little 300s are pretty peppy for what they are. But all right, just a little quick video. Wanted to go out there and do the little trail at the Brazos. Went out to lunch and let him ride my bike. So we'll see what he thought about it. That trail was definitely intimidating at first, especially when I came back and I was looking at my bike thinking, do I want to go ahead and do it or do I not? I mean, it just seemed like the bike seemed like, I don't know, bigger to me at that point in time. Like, do I want to take this big bike through there? If it was a little bit smaller, I wouldn't have even given it a second thought. The smaller dual sport or smaller dirt bike, or even something like the 411, Himalayan. But when I got on it, did it. Wasn't a big deal for the bike at all. So I'm glad I actually got out there and did that. On the video, I was telling him earlier at lunch that hill probably doesn't look like anything. You can't tell exactly how the hill is out there on the camera. It doesn't look as steep, but walking it was a pretty steep hill, right?
Yeah. Like you had to like lean your body.
Yeah,
back
you
to
could
the
just
hill.
like walk up it regularly. You had to like adjust your body so you don't slide or fall backward. It was a pretty steep hill. Almost, you know, that concrete thing you walked up to sit up there? It was about as steep as that, don't you think? The incline?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't as steep. But it was like pretty much.
It was, yeah, almost as steep as that, I would think.
Yeah, it was pretty steep.
So, yeah, you can't tell the grade with the video or, you know, see exactly the degree of incline that was. But bike did it perfectly, performed great, no issues whatsoever. So, glad I got that done. Got out there, did a little trail, a little hill, a couple hills out there with that nice little hill. So, all in all, good little time. So, all right, just a quick video. See y'all next time, guys. Later.